Okay. All right. So today is Thursday, but we didn't finish what we did Wednesday. So y'all are going to be opening up that Wednesday slide or that Wednesday virtual classroom. And y'all are going to click on that PowerPoint from yesterday. Once you get to that PowerPoint, let me find it. Hold on.
Why are our computers so slow?
There it is. Once you get to that PowerPoint, you're going to scroll down all the way to the bottom so you can get to this page. So it's slide 15. You're going to click on this link. And just like yesterday, y'all did a Johari window for myself. Now you're doing a Johari window for yourself. So listen very closely. You are picking 5 to 6 words that describes yourself. This is individual, so don't be asking other people, hey, do you think I'm confident? Okay, because this is how you see yourself. Okay, we'll find out if other people think you're confident or not in a minute. I'll give y'all a couple minutes to fill that out. Once you fill it out, you're going to write your unique name and you're going to save it. And then I'm going to pause there and then tell you the next step in just a couple minutes. All right. Call you back in 3. Call you back in 2. Call you back in 1. So once you have chosen 5 or 6 words to describe you and you have given yourself an original name, you're going to save it. And this screen should pop up. Does this screen pop up for everybody? Yeah. Fantastic. So now what you're going to do, you see how Arena and Blind Spot is not filled out? So we got to get people to fill it out for us. So in order to do that, you're going to scroll down. Do you see this very first link underneath that box? Yeah. Click on it, and it should take you to this page. Does it take you to this page? If it does take you to this page, pass your Chromebook to somebody at your table and get them to write down or click 5 or 6 words that describes you. All right. So now that you have gotten somebody to fill out your Johari window. Oh, that's a bummer. So now that you have gotten somebody else to fill out your Johari window, they should have. I'm speaking.
Hey! Would you not go sit down? Hey! Don't be sure about Chromebook. Hey!
Okay.
I did not take it.
Oh, wait. It's okay.
Oh, my God.
Thanks, y'all. Okay, so once you get that person to fill out those 5 to 6 words that describes you, they should have put their name in, and then they should have pressed the submit button. And now your Johari window should be filled out. Okay? So here's what we're going to talk about with your Johari window. This is how you view yourself in this blue box right here, in the Arena box. This is how you view yourself and how others view you. Okay, so everybody knows this information about you. So for this kid, they're intelligent and they're organized. They think they're intelligent and organized, and so do other people. Okay, like you're like it's mature, basically. Like you're like, I'm dignified. All right, blind spot is what others think of you, but you wouldn't necessarily think of yourself that way. Okay? So this person, they don't think they're ingenious. They don't think they're introverted or relaxed, but other people do. Okay? The facade that we have here, this is what you know about yourself, but other people don't know this. So this person, they are mature, observant, and reflective, but they don't portray those personalities for other people to see. And then very last, This is the unknown box. These are all the words that people didn't use to describe you.
Oh, I feel like I have better words than you.
Okay. So, what you can do, are y'all listening, gentlemen over there? So what we can do with this, now that you've created Johari window, you can share it with other people. We're not going to do it today for time's sake, but you can share it with other people, get other people to fill it out, and you can really see how everybody views you. Now, the purpose of this activity, okay, I am getting you to see how other people perceive you. Why am I doing this? Why is it important to understand how other people perceive you when it comes to communication?
Because if people think you're annoying, you don't talk to them.
Yeah, if people think you're annoying and you know that they think you're annoying, maybe you would change it in some kind of way so that you're not annoying anymore. So if I found out that somebody thinks that I'm mean, maybe I'm going to go up to that person and say, hey, what am I doing that makes you think that I'm mean? Because I want to change it so that's not the case anymore. Okay? We have a very bad habit of not being able to see other people's perspectives of us. Okay? So if we're being mean to somebody, they're going to perceive us in a negative light. And that's not good for us, right? Because let's say you are forced into a group project with that person. Well, now you can't communicate with them because they don't like you. So you have to figure out how it is that they perceive you so you can figure out how to communicate with them. Does that make sense? Cool. So now that we're done with that, let's actually go to Thursday, since today is Thursday. So y'all should be on this one where I'm crying over a spilled ice cream.
Oh, review. Get wrecked.
We have our notes right here. So y'all would click on those notes. Now, in order to edit these notes, what do we need to do?
Make a copy.
You got to make a copy of it. So go to File and make a copy. And then you'll be able to edit it. But we're going to talk about ethos, pathos, and logos. Raise your hand if you have ever heard of these three words before.
Yes. I heard logos. Legos.
Okay. So, Garen, where have you heard these words before? Okay, do you remember what classes?
I do.
Yes. Reading?
Yeah, we're talking about it 10 seconds.
All right. So typically you hear about ethos, pathos, and logos in your English class. If you have not heard it in your English class yet, get ready. It's coming. Okay. And it's probably going to end up on your STAR test at some point in time as well. So ethos, pathos, and logos are appeals that you make to get people to either listen to you or do things that you want them to do. Okay. It's a way of persuading people. So you can either use all of these, a few of these, or just one of these to persuade somebody to do something you want them to do or to think a way you want them to think. So here's what these appeals are. Way too many of y'all talking. Okay, here's what these appeals are. You have pathos, which is appeal to emotion. So it's emotional appeal. You are trying to get people to feel a certain way so you can manipulate them into doing something or thinking something you want them to do. You're persuading them. Or you can use ethos. Ethos is your way of building up credibility. Okay, it's your ethics. It's that ethical appeal. Okay, you want people to think that you are a credible person anytime somebody listens to you. Okay, because they're going to be more inclined to listen to you if you're a credible source of information. And then last, no, pathos is emotion. Ethos is ethics, ethical appeal. Logos is logical appeal. So now you're just using logic to get people to do the things that you want them to do.
You trick them.
Okay? You use like stats.
Statistics.
Okay? So here's a quote from the grand old Aristotle. Rhetoric is the ability in each particular case to see the available means of persuasion. Now, I can understand that y'all probably have no idea what that sentence says, so let me dumb it down for you a little bit. Rhetoric is your speaking ability. Okay, it's you using speech. So now that we know what rhetoric means, your speaking ability in each particular case, okay, to see the available means of persuasion. What that means is you are using your speaking ability to figure out how you can persuade people to do or think certain ways. Does that make sense?
No.
No? Who doesn't understand?
I don't understand.
Did y'all really not understand? Does it not make sense? So basically, when you see the word rhetoric, that's just speaking. We use rhetoric in a speech class. We use rhetoric in a debate class. It's a big fancy word for just saying speaking. Talking. Okay? All right. So here's pathos. This is where your notes start in. Okay? Pathos is appeal based on emotion. It's that emotional appeal. You are getting people to feel the feels as a way of persuading them.
Like love.
Yep. Okay? So what all that means is you as the speaker, you want your audience to feel what you, the speaker, feels. Okay, so when you're in front of a group of people and you're trying to get them to feel what you're feeling, you're going to use pathos. You're going to use that emotional appeal. Many of you have already done this and you haven't even realized that you do it. Okay, this is when you start describing an event that's happened to you so much that you start making people feel bad for you, or you start making people like laugh or something else. You're making them feel some kind of emotion. So you're persuading them by appealing to the audience's emotions. So maybe your parents ground you one day. Okay? Think back to when you were a little kid and your parents are mad at you and they're about to ground you and you're saying, please don't ground me. I didn't mean to do what I did. I feel real bad about it. And you're starting to cry, and then your parents are starting to feel bad for you and they're like, fine, just don't do that again. Okay? That is your way. You just use an emotional appeal to convince and persuade your parents not to ground you. Does this make sense? All right. So let's talk about advertising. Have you ever seen emotion used to advertise a product?
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Like to donate to cancer.
Donating to cancer. Yes.
Animal shelters, yeah.
Animal shelters. Okay, yeah. So the one that I heard and the one that I've been hearing all day is the animal shelters. Okay? Shh, quiet, please. So the one I've been hearing all day is the animal shelters example. So we have the ASPCA commercial, and they have that wonderful song on in the background, In the Arms of the Angels. You know, y'all know that one?
Yeah.
And they're showing a bunch of like dogs and cats, the saddest looking dogs and cats, to a point where it literally looks like they're crying, even though that they can't. Okay. They have them in cages and they're just like, and they're like, please save their lives. Please don't let these dogs die. Donate $1 now. Every dollar counts. Okay? That's appealing to your emotion.
I don't understand why animal shelters need money if they're just keeping dogs.
Because they have to buy food for them and medicine.
But yeah, like if people buy dogs, then they don't need donations and they don't need to buy food. People just need to buy the dogs.
Yeah, but people don't go to shelters to get dogs very often. Because they want those purebred dogs.
But they're cheap, and you get a cool dog.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. I'm about to show you a series of advertisements. And these series of advertisements these series of advertisements are going to appeal to your emotions in some kind of way. Listen, please. Okay. So these advertisements are going to appeal to your emotions in some kind of way. So I want you to pay attention to the emotions that are being invoked when you see this picture of an advertisement. Y'all ready? Here we go. Boom, what do you think? Now, I'm not telling you to tell me what's in the picture. What are you feeling?
He's feeling depressed.
What are you feeling?
I'm feeling happy.
Okay.
I'm feeling dope.
I don't know. That looks like a pen.
He is a low
That dude is smoking a pen.
All right. So call you back in 3. Call you back in 2. Call you back in 1. All right. So in this picture, it's depicting, okay, smoking is going to kill you, basically is what it's depicting. All right. So what types of emotions, raise your hand, immediately like came to when you saw this picture? Yes. Ew. Gross. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry? Fear. Okay, because maybe you know somebody who smokes, right? Okay. Alan, did you have one? What? Worried. Because again, maybe you know somebody who smokes. Okay. How many of you have lost somebody or currently have somebody who has lung cancer because of smoking?
No, my grandma has COPD.
Yep. That's something as well. Okay. Sometimes when I look at this picture, okay, I've lost somebody as well to smoking. And when I look at this picture, I feel angry. Okay, I get anger because I'm like, okay, they just basically killed themselves.
In a long run.
Okay. Now, is this going to evoke different emotions in different people? Yeah, but what is the biggest emotion that they're trying to inflict? And Garen was the one that said it. Fear.
Because people that are smoking, it's like, hey, don't smoke.
Yeah, exactly. So they're trying to evoke fear. So they're trying to persuade you by scaring you. What about this one? So this one I have to go up to the board and read it because I can't read that far away.
I cannot read that.
That says,
Alan, sit back down.
I got it, Alan. Don't you worry.
no, Alan.
Yeah. All right. So here is a picture of 3 women with their mouths covered, and in the search bars it says we have a women need to, a woman shouldn't, and a woman cannot. So women need to be put in their place, need to know their place, need to be controlled, and need to be disciplined. Women shouldn't have rights, shouldn't vote, shouldn't work, and I don't know what that last one says. Women cannot drive, be bishops, they cannot be trusted, and they cannot speak in church. So what emotions are immediately going to form?
Hey, that makes me mad.
Mad, anger. I can, but so this advertisement is evoking what in our audience? Anger. We're getting angry, especially this is directed more towards what kind of audience?
Female.
A female audience. So now us females are getting angry because we don't like being told what to do.
What does add for exactly?
Here's another one. So it says body odor protection recommended by former TV doctors like me. And it's got Neil Patrick Harris.
It's humor.
Humor, okay? The emotion that we're looking for is humor. Number 1, it's Neil Patrick Harris. He's a pretty funny guy. He's normally in a lot of comedies. Okay? You can also, it's also referencing when he was a child doctor because he played a child doctor back in the day. I can't remember the name of the character he played, but it's pretty famous. But also, like, how is he using his stethoscope, y'all?
He's putting it on his nose.
All right, where are you supposed to put the stethoscope?
On your chest.
On your chest or the back, and he's putting it in his, looks like in his nose. All right. So this advertisement is trying to evoke humor. It's trying to make you laugh. All right, now I have a video for y'all to watch. So in this video, you have to pay attention, otherwise you'll miss the message. Okay? But in this video, there's multiple emotions that are going to be happening to you. Multiple ones. So here we go. Ready? Set, go. Okay, so let's walk through this, okay? So when the advertisement first starts, okay, you have a family, quiet, you have a family getting together at Christmas time. So what's the immediate emotion we're feeling? Happiness, joy, okay? We're like, yay, Christmas, yeah, okay? And then as the commercial goes, okay, what do we start realizing that this kid is doing the whole entire time he's hanging out with his family? We don't know that yet. What is he on the whole entire time? So now you're seeing him and you're seeing this family like get together and have fun, but this kid, he's on his phone the whole entire time. So now what emotion are you going through?
Anger.
You're being angry. You're disappointed in him, okay? Because you're like, dude, put your phone away. I even heard somebody over here say, put your phone away, okay? I think it was Molly. So she said something like that, okay? And then at the time, 20, and then at the very end of the commercial, okay, you start realizing what he was doing the whole entire time, and he was putting together a Christmas video for his family. Now what emotions are we feeling?
Happiness.
Happy. You might not get sad, but you might get teary-eyed because it's so sweet, right? So those are those emotions that we're going through. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Why is sad music playing the whole time when this is like happy stuff going on?
Well, it's Christmas music, but I guess the way that they sing it is kind of like really sad. It's got a sad tone to it, but I'm not too sure. Couldn't tell you that one. I was not on the marketing team for this one. All right. So we're going to talk about Ethos tomorrow. This is where all of my other classes have ended, so we're going to end here as well. So tomorrow, bring your notes in. We do have like 7 minutes left in class, so please use your time wisely. If you are a virtual student, you may log off. We are done for the day.